Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, put your damn hands together. Get ready to have your earlobes massaged by the one and only Finesse Mitchell.
hey, hey, yo. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's cracking? What's going on? Jeannie D's.
What's up, my brother?
One more time, bro. One more time.
We're back.
We are back. So much has happened. So much is going on. But we don't want to talk about Harry and Meghan. We don't want to do it.
No more.
I'm done. I heard Oprah don't even like me.
Did she take it down? Did you get banned by Oprah?
I heard Oprah didn't like the video I made. All I did was a voiceover, and now I heard I could never go on Oprah's show that's now no longer on TV ever again.
That's still epic.
I like that. I like the fact that her people, somebody saw it.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you,
a big
brother.
accomplishment, bro.
I got 3 likes. Got banned. My friend, what another great weekend. But we are back to work because I got a heavy hitter.
We got royalty.
You know what? He probably doesn't even want to be referred to as royalty anymore. He wants to take a break from royalty. I heard he just came from the beach. But then again, I like royalty. I would never shed it. Hey, this is royal. This is royal. He probably had rose petals being laid down on the sand as he walked. And he trying to be all humble with me, but I know he ain't dropped the character yet.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of my good friends, stand-up comedian, actor, and the star of the new Coming to America. It's Jermaine Fowler.
What up? What up, y'all?
Bro, I got so many questions. First of all, this may sound like a weird question, but I very vividly remember you opening for me in Arlington Draft House, at the Arlington Draft House. And so my first question, motherfucker, is how you getting Coming to America too? How are you such a big star, Jermaine? What is going on? Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
You, man. They saw me at the show I opened for you at.
The irony.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, I it's funny because like I do remember that show, and that was it was you, Patrice, and at that time Todd Rex, like y'all were the biggest comedians I've ever opened for. And
yes, I remember that. I remember you ran some names. Yep.
Yeah, gigantic. Like, I was like, man, this is crazy. I'm opening for Finesse Mitchell. Oh, this is crazy. And I was nervous as hell. You were amazing, and you were very nice, and like just gave me some good advice, and it was crazy because like being from the DMV area, a lot of great comics coming in and out of there. Great comics, and the clubs are great. The clubs are awesome. But what's really cool about it is that every comedian that's been in and out of there always kind of stop and talk to the local up and coming comics to give them some good advice, and you were definitely one of them. So I really appreciate you very much.
Oh, bless, bro. And you deserve all these blessings. You got good energy, and you're funny. And what's crazy is I try to tell people all the time that stardom, Hollywood, a break, whatever you want to call it, there's no blueprint for it, and it's all relative to somebody's unique story, because your story, bro, your trajectory is just like, and you may be tired of it. You may be like, oh, I've been grinding for years. But sometimes when you when you look at people coming up and you see people quietly killing it and or hitting things out of the park, you know what I mean? Getting the opportunity and hitting it out of the park. I guess it's not even a question. It's your unique story of going from that guy in Arlington to getting Superior Donuts or getting something like that, coming out to LA. How did you make that transition? A lot of comics listen to this show. A lot of people are always like, what move should I make? What was unique for you?
My personal story was probably unique to my decision to start comedy and to move from Maryland up to New York. I was just kind of sick of being told I wasn't going to make it by my family members and by teachers and friends, and I just kind of wanted to be.
Damn, Jermaine, that's everybody.
That's everybody. I'm not. It's no joke. Like I would get the only people that would kind of in the beginning that really saw what I was trying to do were my friends from back home who were driving me back and forth to comedy clubs and random open mics around town. And that's because we really didn't have much to really do at that. We were still trying to figure our lives out too. So they were just, helping me out. And I appreciate I appreciate those guys, to the day I die, man. Those dudes like ride or dies for real. And my family, we were going through some issues, with my family and whatnot. But who doesn't at that age? Like I was 17, so who doesn't have, some angst about their family at that time. But everybody just wanted me to go to college or go work or go do something, and I didn't want to do anything but comedy. So I moved in with my grandma, and she was sweet. She let me, kind of just figure life out. And I realized I just needed to be around people who wanted to do the same thing as me, which was go chase their dreams or acting, whatever it was, just something. So I moved to New York. It made sense because it was also on the East Coast. So I was like, if I fail, I'll just drive back home. If it don't work out,
what my follow-up question is? My follow-up question is to that is, have you called all those people and be like, Mama, I told you, Mama, did I tell you? I'm royalty.
They actually hit me up now. I don't really have to. I'm not really big on the, I told you those and stuff, because I'm just focused. I was just focused on the goal and meeting people along the way that could, empower me and get me there. Right. So,
I will say this, not to interrupt you, but I will say this, to have a skill set, Jeannie, of like, I'm great at school, or I'm decent, or I'm good at this and I'm good at that, and I'm about to go to college and I'll probably be dope at that, and I'm going to figure out what this, and then to just look at your parents and be like, I think I'm going to do stand-up comedy. That's not an easy conversation, bro. It's like, nobody sees that vision. Nobody. To be like, Mama, I know I just went to the University of Miami, but I'm going to go tell some jokes.
It does sound like, hey, I want to be a professional loser. Like, it sounds like that to people. And I understand that's probably why I got that feedback from a lot of folks, because it just comes off like it's unheard of. Like, it just, how do you, there's no blueprint for it in my family or, in my friend group at all. You just can't. No one can tell you, okay.
He was a comedian. He made it to the movies. He was in Beverly Hills 8. Yeah. So you don't have that example.
They think it's overnight too. They think, but well, this is the thing.
Wait a minute. People are calling you and say, you lucky, or dang. You know what I mean? Have you gotten them calls? Like, dang, you lucky. You're like, wait a minute, I've been doing this for years.
Yeah, but not the lucky stuff. More like
overnight.
Well, people think it's easy. They think that this happens, overnight. So years go by and people forget to check in on you, and they go, well, I guess you still,
doing that.
I forgot you was a comedian. Like, there are people, like one of my, I don't know, a while back, one of my aunts said, you still doing that clown thing? And I was like, it's true. Like, it's true. And I was like, no, not clown. I'm a comedian, but I'll see you later. And but like, again, like that stuff like that really, like, it fueled me. I just wanted to kind of I wanted to prove everybody wrong. And I also really thank my dad and my mom, even though they didn't really understand in the beginning what I wanted to do. My dad was very supportive, and he, sent me money to go, pay for rent, or, buy some food, or, get a space heater in New York, because it was cold. My mom gave me some really good advice because I was frustrated. One time my mom was like, listen, Jermaine, you're just different. You're not like other people. So people gonna have to catch up to you. And, 15 years later, it feels like, people are finally starting to understand, just who I am, which is great. But staying patient was really just the key, and staying diligent was the key. However, it wasn't easy, man. It was lonely. It was cold. I didn't know where I was going to end up some nights, but it was fun because I was on my own. I was on my own for the first time.
And now you have royal bath washers. Look at you now.
This is true. This is true.
Okay, I got to get into it just a little bit. I mean, iconic role, iconic opportunity, life-changing opportunity. Just to be in the room with a lot of the OGs, life-changing opportunity. But to like share the screen in a main way with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, and you know, all so many of the greats, John Amos. I can't even freaking. If you
Tracy
told
Morgan,
me
yeah,
that
a lot of people.
I'm going to be on the set and James Earl Jones is going to be walking around, or you know, I don't know, man, it would freak me out. But for you, bro, how did that feel? Just, I don't know. I can't even phrase the question. It just seems so surreal. Like
It's hard. I mean, even to answer it is surreal, right? My hero's Eddie. You all know that.
Mhm.
Like all of my heroes. So let's start there. Being on set with Eddie was unreal. You know, I talk about this a lot. Like honestly, just seeing him do his thing. I've never seen anyone like. It's beautiful, man. It was just beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
Dude in his element and the reprise characters he hasn't done probably in 30 some years, right?
Mm-hmm.
John Amos. What was cool about John Amos was that I didn't know he did stand up. Did you know he did stand up?
I think I heard that before. Mm-hmm.
Now,
Somebody was telling me Comedy Store history back in the day of who. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. The crazier thing about all that is he got noticed on stage, and that's how he booked Good Times.
Good Times.
I didn't know that. And it blew me away. And I'm just like, what? And he's like, yeah, young man. Yeah, young man. Like, I was like, wow. And I just saw him in a different way. Like, I've always loved and respected him, but like, stand up, I'm like, what? And at Cafe Wa in Greenwich Village, had no idea. I used to bomb at Cafe Wa all the time. Like, right. I never had a good set at Cafe Wa. And then Arsenio, he's one of the smartest dudes I've ever spoken to in my life. And I think it's because he's just so serious about people.
Yeah.
You talk to Arsenio, it's almost like he's giving you an interview.
Always an interview. It's always an interview. Because he knows how to like talk to you. And you don't feel like it's an interview at the time, but I feel like, damn, he just really got to know me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I think you should walk around with a tape recorder at all times, just a wire, just to talk to people and just put it out like a candid interview with people. Like he's just
Arsenio is so underrated when it comes to character work. I mean, anything he's done in that space, bro, it's some memorable shit. Like he kills it.
To watch Arsenio and Eddie get back to the barbershop to play the barbers, dying laugh. And even in the movie, there were characters new characters that we don't even know about. That that didn't make the movie. Wow. Movie. You'll probably never see. Maybe they'll put on. I don't know what they'll do with it, but they were hilarious.
Right.
The rehearsal for those two characters, me and Tracy, we looked at each other like, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. And
man, it's iconic right here. It's funny shit.
Hey man,
don't you watch it?
Hey Eddie, man, yo, Tracy. I love Tracy. Tracy was great. We connected. You know, I love Tracy. We all bonded on that set. There were some beefs that were squashed on that set.
So y'all had time to fall out and then get back together.
Well, no. There was some folks that came in with the beef.
Yeah.
And on set, squashed it because we were all there for one reason, and that was to just one, make a great film, and you can't do that without us being a unit. So it was beautiful to see that go down in real time. It's funny because I think every comic, like at a certain age, somebody just is beefing with somebody. Like it's just funny. I'm like every comic at a certain generation, somebody is always beefing with somebody, and that definitely was a thing on our set. But I'm glad it got squashed, and it was really cool to see that. Who else? I didn't get to meet John.
One of my favorite actors is Wesley Snipes, bro.
Okay.
So I don't know.
That dude. I got to talk to him about everything. But I from Tu Wong Fu to I was so curious about just his choices throughout his whole career, and Tu Wong Fu was definitely a question I had, and the dude just, people forget how funny he
That's
is.
Blade, bro. You was over there acting with Blade. You was over there
man.
acting with Passenger 57, 47, 30, one of the sevens. Bro, that's Nino Brown, young man.
Young man. He's Wesley was magnificent. He's a character, a character. Like he's like an on and off set. He was method as yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was.
You gonna stay in that character when he chilling?
And his character isn't the most, he's scary. He's a rebel soldier from Africa, so it ain't like it's gonna be comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, man, and it was like, wow. But then when he would in the makeup chair, but then that's the beauty about Wesley was that he took so much time and like care and like these nuances. He researched so much, and it really showed on screen because the guy, every little click and tick and dance move, all the choices that he made really like gave that color to the character, and it was great choices. I had a great time seeing him getting his headspace as well. It was awesome. It was really cool, man. It was just a murderous road with straight legends for real.
Last but not least, my SNL alum, yo mama, Leslie Jones. She is interesting. Did you find her very interesting? Her personality. I love Leslie.
Leslie was very quiet and very to herself. Very, very. I'm joking. She wasn't. No.
I'm over here like, hold on a second. Plot twist.
My favorite. This is my favorite Leslie story. Oh God! So we were we had to do a scene before our dinner scene with Eddie. We were at this long table, and it was me and Leslie, and we're preparing. We're nervous to meet our new family, and Leslie's giving me some advice. But before we did that scene, Leslie's asking me on set, "Hey Jermaine, you heard a song? You heard the song called Push Push in the Bush?" And I said, "No, I never heard the song called Push Push in the Bush. Why are you asking me that?" And she said, "You never heard Push Push in the Bush?" I said, "No, I never heard of Push Push in the Bush." "Oh man, it goes push push in the bush, push push in the bush." And I said, "Leslie, I never heard that song, man. You can play it on YouTube if you want. I don't know what you're talking about." And then they called us on set, right? And so we go on set, and the camera's just on me, but Leslie has to feed me my lines. And so I'm doing my lines, and Leslie's doing her lines, but her delivery is a little like she sounds out of breath. Right. And I look behind the camera, and she is sweating so much, like she is sweating hard. And I said, I'm still trying to do my lines, and she's like doing her line. And at one point, she said, "Okay, we gotta stop." And then I said, "Wait, what?" She said, "I can't breathe." I said, "Why are you sweating?" She said, "Because all that dancing from the push in the bush." And so, I'm sorry. I was dying laughing because I've never heard an actor tell the director, "We need to stop." Usually it's like, "Can I have a moment?" Or like, or even the director notices. Right. Like, "Hey, can we get it? You need, But she wasn't even on camera.
Right. Had to stop your performance. So
Eddie,
because she was like dancing and singing a song, and then without to do your lines, she was out of breath.
She just underestimated how much effort it took to do the push in the bush performance. And so as Eddie comes on set, and Eddie was like, "Why y'all laughing so much?" I'm like, "Man," Leslie was telling me about this push in the bush song, and I didn't hear about it. And she started dancing and singing, the song, and then she just got out of breath and started sweating really, really, really bad. And we had to stop the take. And Eddie was like, "She could have just showed you on YouTube, man." And that's what I said. That's what I said. She didn't have to do all that. It was, man, that was like every day, man. We were just having a good time. It was fun, man. It was fun. sometimes Arsenio would whisper like a joke in your ear before your take, and it'd be the funniest joke you heard all day, and you have to keep a straight face because of him. He's yeah, everybody was great, man. It was cool. It was real cool.
I have a real cool Eddie Murphy story. A long time ago, I did this movie, Who's Your Caddy? And it was in Augusta, Georgia, and outside of there, a town called Aiken, South Carolina. And we're doing a scene, and I walk on set, and I see, Big Boy and Faison and Sherry Shepherd. It was a black golf movie, urban movie.
Yeah, I remember.
And Eddie is sitting in one of the chairs next to Tracy Edmonds. And so, but when I walk out there, I'm just like, oh, what's up, what's up, what's up? And then you turn to the freaking, whatever, base set or whatever, camp set, base, whatever they call it. And then you grab a chair and you look and I see Eddie Murphy. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, literally I did that. I was like, whoa, stop talk. Like, what are you doing in Aiken, South Carolina? I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's dope. You gonna be in this film? Oh shit! They underpaid me if they can. He looked at me. He's ain't in this damn shit. He said they can't afford me for this shit. I was like, oh, my bad. I don't even know what I was thinking, bro. Who's your caddy? Are you crazy?
That's so epic, bro.
Nobody's seen me in years, and I'm about to make my debut in this goddamn BET ass movie. No.
He just had to pee. He was hungry. He just stopped by to get some food.
It was so funny.
That was a pit stop.
It's one of them embarrassing moments where people are looking at me like, you idiot.
Understand. Come on, get out of here.
Get your ass away from Eddie Murphy, please.
Get Finesse away from Eddie, please.
Oh, wow. Eddie's in our movie.
In this shit.
That is hilarious, man. I'm sorry.
His face. I ain't gonna never forget that face. Like, he's a cat.
Oh my God.
He was repulsed.
Y'all did a dope job, man. What you navigating now out here in La La Land? You in LA. Yeah. I know some of your business because I'm a fan of some of the people you're working with, but I'll just say Matthew Cherry. And I'm gonna keep on talking, but no, I'm going right past that. But I got your boy. Whenever that comes through, think of your boy. I could be a bank teller.
Oh, okay. You know the whole plot.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's dope. You know Matthew. Matthew's the homie. I love Matthew, man.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know him. I just stalk him on Twitter.
There we go. Okay, so you just see the announcement.
Yeah. Sometimes he responds to myself, but stuff, and I just sometimes just No, I like his work, and my agent had said that she reps him, and I was just oh shit. So I'm always trying to be supportive of people, and then when they said your name, well, they didn't say your name, but I think I saw something. Maybe it was a tweet. Oh no. Maybe my agent had said, oh yeah, he's about to work with I don't know.
Yeah.
He was like, okay. Also, so she was like, yeah, he's about to work with Jermaine, and I was just like, oh, that's super dope. That is super dope.
Cool.
And then, but that was before I knew about Coming to America. Then when I heard about Coming to America, I said, what the fuck is going on? Jermaine is every goddamn where. No.
I feel you. Look, I guess right now, like, I'm just like, because of the pandemic, I just been focusing on raising my kids, just having a good time with my daughter and my son.
How many kids you have? Two?
Got two.
What's the age?
1 and 3. 1 and 3. One was born right during the pandemic. Right in February 25th, right before we got locked down.
COVID baby, pre-COVID baby.
Yep, pre-COVID baby. And, is that Cardi B?
Yes.
I thought I heard it. Yeah.
Congrats on that, sir.
That's funny. Oh, thank you.
I have a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Oh yeah,
both girls.
I love my kids. I'm just really like I'm daddied out right now.
Now here's the thing. I don't know if you're like me, but you talking about that love for the stage, Jeannie. You talk about like I love comedy, and you have to understand comedy, get along with comedy, accept comedy, and kind of hate it at the same time. So you'll be passionate about it if you're going to date a comic. Not the comedian. I'm talking about if you're going to be involved with a comedian, because every day he shows you he loves that stage, like beyond belief.
Yeah,
them daughters hit the scene, bro, you talking about, I ain't going down and do no damn jokes.
Yeah.
It's like the love of just kind of like outside of the work. Once you get past all the work it is, because there's a lot of goddamn work. I gotta stop saying goddamn. I'm getting beef for that.
If it's a lot of work,
But it's a lot of work. It's the goddamn part.
Yeah. Okay.
I can say damn, but I've been told not to say.
Who?
My wife is reprimanding me from. She ain't even here, bro. She ain't even in the studio. She's listening to it.
Her ears are burning.
Yes.
Hold on. What is?
Before I get a text message.
Yeah.
She about to text me right now.
You said it, didn't you? Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, man. So you love it. You love being a dad.
Love it, man. I love it very much.
Has it slowed you down where you're like, okay, I didn't get this or I didn't get that. No big deal anymore. You know what I mean? As far as just like anxiety.
Man, before my kids, I suppose if I didn't get a pilot or something like that, it would have rubbed me the wrong way for a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
But now it don't matter. It just like the failures don't matter. You know,
failures don't matter.
Yeah, because you teach your kids about learning, you know, every day. Like it's learning. I think we as adults, we kind of forget that what life's about. It's not a failure. Like I'm relearning that as I'm raising my kids. Like I should probably use some of this advice that I'm giving my kids.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and I feel way clearer as an artist now. I feel like I feel way clearer and way more focused. And as far as the projects go, a lot of them just reflect kind of that growth, you know, that I've been feeling raising my kids. Now I just want to do shit that I'm proud of and that will honestly just stand the test of time, and maybe one day they'll see it and be proud of it too. So it's just a different vibe right now. The kids really kind of, you know, changed me up. They changed everything about me. Yeah.
You're in a good space right now. Seems like, looks like.
I mean, ups and downs. I make mistakes like everybody else, but the point is to learn from them. That's all, and to learn from them. And
you ever tell your woman, I ain't taking out the trash?
I don't. I said that one time.
Did you hear me? I just hung up with Eddie. Did you just hear me say I just hung up with Eddie?
One time I did say that. I said I'm not taking out the trash, and I just didn't feel like doing it. And then I was like, you know what? I don't feel like doing nothing today. Like I didn't feel like doing. I deserve it. Like I'm not gonna do nothing. And then after like that day was over, the house smelled like shit. Like,
right.
And I regretted it. I'm like, all right, let me do one dish. I do a dish.
Right.
But there was I think we need moments for ourselves sometimes to kind of just like say, I deserve it. I deserve a walk on the beach today, or you know, I'm gonna go relax or something. So I've been doing that a lot lately.
People, I don't care what your field is. When you grinding, take them breaks for yourself, recharge, appreciate where you've come so far, and get ready for the next 30 pages of this 3-act play. You know what I mean? You have to recharge.
Have to.
You have to count your wins as well as don't. What'd you say about the failures? I wasn't.
You learn from them. You learn from these.
No, he said the failures didn't mean as much anymore, or something.
Because they're not failures. There's no failure. There's just.
I put them in air quotes.
Yeah.
You just learn. You know, that's it. There's no such thing as a failure at all, and that's kind of the issue with a lot of people at a certain level. I think a failure is like, for example, Superior Donuts. I did that show for 2 seasons, and it was awesome. I got to navigate a network and learn how to, you know, produce a show and be in a writer's room, and also work with an amazing cast of actors. It didn't go. And I remember one interviewer said, yeah, so your show got canceled, man. How do you deal with those types of failures? And I'm like, that wasn't a failure.
Oh, I don't feel
that wasn't a failure at all. This is what I learned from it, you know? So I can't see why that is a failure. You fail if you don't learn.
Absolutely.
That's what a failure is. That's what a fail is. So I don't even see that as that. And that's what I love Eddie so much, because Eddie, I was on set with him one day, and this is what I took away from him, was that he is so passionate about what he does. He loves what he does. He loves what he does. And you can see it. And every day he walks on set, his enthusiasm, his love for this is just, no one can match it.
Right.
And I saw that, and it gave me a lot of like, you know, motivation to just keep like, you know, just keep grinding and keep finding roles and keep writing, keep creating, keep pushing myself and keep challenging myself, because I'm going to be doing this forever.
People who win, man, they get up and do it every day. Every
Yes,
day. They
man.
decide the days they're gonna take off. But when
Yeah.
they tired of resting, oh, they back on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, like when I don't get stuff, I just used to blow directors and producers up from my fake account on Instagram and cuss their ass out. Never trace it back to me. That's how I used to let off steam. I used to say some foul shit.
Just a catfish and vent.
That's so funny. That is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
They don't know it's you. Shit.
Are you talking like finesse? You using finessisms in it?
Yeah. Find a picture of their kids on the gram and go leave a comment. This your child? Really? This is the best you could do?
It's funny. You leave like a fedora emoji.
You didn't use an incognito tab. This is
could have used that. My brother, I hope you got, well, I know you do. I know you have a whole bunch of projects coming and a lot more coming for everybody. And I'm excited for you because when I look at young, black, and powerful in Hollywood, you on that list. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Well, this is what I mean, bro. This is what I mean. Your power, whether you realize this or not, Jermaine, is that you get shit. Whether it lasts for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, that you're in a lane where not only are you strongly considered against God knows who, bro, but you're getting shit. So always remember that. Every time you hold your boy, hold your little girl, be out here and be like, Daddy, moved from the East Coast and I still got that same crew, but now I'm out here in the West Coast and I'm getting shit. Like it's starting to click. All you gotta do is just keep stepping forward, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that a lot, dude. Thank you very much.
I'm happy for you, man. And that's also my setup to put me in this movie. I ain't telling no two.
No interview was an audition. Is that what it was?
An elaborate audition.
An elaborate audition. Nah, for real, man. I've been a fan of you since SNL, homie. So, and you've always been like good to me, like since I met you in Arlington, since I was 18, dude. So, man, I really appreciate you reaching out, and you're a good one, man. I've always been like, Ness is the homie. So I appreciate you a lot for having me.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you making time for us. I appreciate you talking to my kinfolk. Man, we got a podcast here, Jermaine, but we just throw it up. We let people enjoy it. I love all the feedback it's getting, and I'm glad that you blessed us with your presence, my prince. Nah, man, it was my pleasure, for real. Like, thank you, and I love the production and everything is great. I feel like I'm in a studio. I don't feel like I'm, you know what I mean? Like I've been doing interviews and they just like the interviewer looks as trashy as me sometimes, and like they in pajamas, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where am I at? So this we gonna do you all right, bro. We gonna put pictures and posters. We gonna find your kids on the gram and put them up on the upper third. Man, we gonna do it up right, man. Sure, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Anything you need, anytime you want to reach out. My kids love the beach as well. We out here in Topanga. So I like Topanga Beach. I'm down. I got your number. I'm dead serious too. Like I go to the beach probably once a week. So let's do it. When it warms up, we'll do it. Absolutely. You like to hike? Do you hike, Finesse? You know what? I do, but I promise you I haven't done it in about 10 years. All right, we'll find you nice. I used to live by those Jefferson stairs where you go up the stairs. So that's as close as I would get to like working out and hiking at the same time. But to like the last time I run Runyon Canyon or something, bro, it has to have been 10 years. Okay, we'll do something easy. We'll find like a bike path we can walk down. Something where I can bring water. Yeah. We'll find a sidewalk. Doritos. I need a Snickers.
Snack. Somewhere I can stash my Snickers.
All my snacks. But yeah, I'll be there. Absolutely. Absolutely.
For real, I'd love that. That's all I'm on right now. So that'd be cool. Let me know, for real.
Let me get one thing before you go, my brother. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, each and every time we ask our guests if it's one thing you want people to understand, whether it's about you, about life, about career, about fatherhood, about love, about whatever. But we say, hey, I'm Jermaine Fowler, and I want people to understand this. So just repeat that same line and then tell me what you want people to understand. Man. You got to say, understand this. Okay. Understand this. I'm Jermaine Fowler, and I want
okay, I got you. Hey, I'm Jermaine Fowler, and I had to understand this. Something I learned is that sometimes there are things in life that you can't control, and shouldn't worry about that. You should just let those things go and focus on what you can do. And the more you can do that, the better things will be. So that's something I had to understand.
We want you to rate, review, and subscribe. We appreciate you. Mr. Jermaine Fowler, he's a comedian, the actor, the Instagram extraordinaire with 4 posts. Nah, I just made that up. Follow him on all social media. He's on Instagram, he's on Twitter. You can see him in the new movie Coming to America too, and he has a whole bunch of new projects coming up. Hey, Jeannie, one more again, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Honored to be here, bro. Pleasure to meet you, Brody.
We out.
Thanks, y'all.